everybody, this is Ernie, and I love America. This is still the greatest country God ever put on this earth. I got a few things I'd like to pass along to you today. Why is it always necessary for we Americans to be sensitive to the world's feelings when most of the world could give a damn about our feelings? Now, we Americans are called racists, Islamophobes, because we think the mosque at Ground Zero is a slap in the face of all Americans, not to mention the people who lost loved ones on 9/11. What about our sensitivities, Mr. President? What about our feelings? I, for one, am an American who is sick and tired of our president and asses like Bloomberg of New York telling the world how selfish and insensitive we all are. Well, we all know that Bloomberg is just a rich idiot and an ass with motives of his own. And he doesn't give a damn about whose feelings he hurts. He cares about Bloomberg. He's a typical liberal. And Hussein, Obama, sides, as always, with the Muslim and Islamic identities. Being as pro-Muslim as he is, he certainly wouldn't want to offend any Muslims. But he has no qualms at all about hurting the feelings of Americans. He's supposed to be our president, not the Muslims' president. And then the next day, after his pro-Muslim stance, he lectures the country about wisdom, and then backpedals on his original statement, which is what he always does. Some of the talking heads around the country say that Barry Hussein Obama is just one tone-deaf person to the feelings of the Americans. You know what? I don't believe this at all. I believe he just doesn't give a damn. That's what I believe. He is an arrogant elitist with his nose in the air. He's an imposter to his position as president. He cares only about his legacy and about the fact that he has come from nowhere to rise to the highest and most powerful position in the world without anyone actually knowing who the hell he is or where the hell he came from. The left became enamored with him and the fact that he is black or half black. And the sewer rats, we call the media, jumped on board and put him in the White House. When in all actuality, considering what he has done to this country already in 2 short years, he should be in the big house. But no one in this country, save a few, will even disagree with him or his politics, at least in his own party. So that would lead me to believe that someone is pulling the strings on little Mr. Obama, and our puppet president is just a dummy being controlled by some unknown entities somewhere. And of course, empty-minded clown Joe Biden and his faithful sidekick Obama are calling this summer the summer of recovery. You really think so? You think that's what's really happening? Well, America's lost over 100,000 jobs in the last 7 months. And over 40,000 people have gone on food stamps and unemployment. So where exactly is this recovery? I fail to see it. Small businesses and large businesses alike are not hiring. They can't hire. They are holding on to the money and sitting on it because they have no idea where this country is going to go under Obama and his little patsies. They have no idea what taxes they're going to face in January. They have no idea what this little puppet guy is going to do and his little cronies. So they're going to hang on to the money, and we're going to have an employment problem for a long time. Obama is the most divisive man ever to step into the Oval Office. He's a socialist. We all know that by now. Determined to turn this country into a socialistic, top-heavy government with him at the head of the new Politburo. With divided class fighting, he loves to divide the classes. fighting among each other they will be, and racist and racial tension the order of the day. Obama has ignored the National Prayer Day, yet he goes before a Muslim group at the start of Ramadan, the Muslim holy day, and has a great speech. Talks about the mosque in New York. He bows to a Saudi prince, calls the Massachusetts police stupid in a case that includes a black man who happens to be a friend. He goes on a TV show with a gaggle of liberal broads, especially Joe Behar. What a piece of work she is. He does that rather than speak to the Boy Scouts of America, who have a long tradition, and we're having a jamboree in Washington. He has no real American values and talks platitudes to the American people. He doesn't believe in our American way of life. He has no problem apologizing to the world for all the things that we've accomplished. We Americans have accomplished a lot over the centuries, and we owe no one an apology. We have no reason to apologize to anyone. More than once we have saved the world from utter chaos and damn near total destruction. We don't owe Japan a damn thing, least of all an apology for the 2 bombs we dropped. Those 2 bombs saved about 1 million people. And we don't owe anybody in Europe an apology either. We saved their asses more than once and probably have to do it again. We have built our country on freedom, equality, and generosity. Who comes to the aid of all the countries in the world when they have a disaster or are invaded by another country? You know who's there. America is always there. So, Mr. President, I bid you, enjoy your time in office. Enjoy your fancy vacations. Let your wife go to Spain again. Get your golf game in shape, because you only have a couple of years left on the job. We, the American people, are tired of your lies, your false promises, as in law of transparency. We are tired of your attempt to turn this country into a third world banana republic like your pals Chavez and Castro, and your good buddies, the radical Muslims of the world, whom I might add you always defend. You, my friend, my sir, my president, are an empty suit, and your followers are going down with you. A good number of them this November. You forget, Mr. President, the American people are an historical people, and we have not forgotten who we are or where we have come from. And in the words of Newt Gingrich, politicians do not define America. Americans define America. So, hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I always enjoy talking to you. Obama, of course, gives me something to say almost every day, but I just don't have time to do this every day. But spread the word. Spread the word about November. Get your friends and pals out to the polls. We've got to get rid of this liberal bunch of hacks and these scary Muslim-loving people, okay? There are good Muslims in the world. They really are. They're just not speaking up. I don't know why. But God bless you. God bless the men and women in service and those who are in harm's way. Bless our police department and fire departments. And I will see you next time. So until then, God bless America.